What is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome to Collectors Gone Digital. My name is Josh, and on today's episode, we're going to be covering a couple different topics. So we're going to be starting the episode off talking about BLACKPINK again, and that's because of this incredible endorsement that VeVe got. And then the bulk of today's episode is going to be focused on a company called StudioCanal. This is going to be a studio that VeVe has been working with for some time now. And then we're also going to cover a company called Vivendi, which you guys will learn why we cover them later on. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Hi VeVe fams and blinks. I hope you all enjoyed our album. And there's one more thing we prepared for you.
We will be releasing our first digital collectibles on VeVe, so please check it out on the VeVe website or on the mobile app.
We hope you all enjoy it, and we would like to thank VeVe for making this happen. Please stay tuned on VeVe for more upcoming news.
Thank you and see you soon.
This is, without a doubt, the largest endorsement VeVe has received to date. Yes, we have Disney. Yes, we have Marvel. But the engagement numbers speak for themselves. The announcement behind BLACKPINK was amazing to begin with, but this takes it to a whole other level. We have the 4 band members that belong to not only the largest girl K-pop group in the world, but the largest girl group in general in the world, sitting down and dedicating a portion of this video to VeVe. And I want to speak more on this. So I see a comment circulating in the community talking about how this is a dubbed over video. And I want to squash that right now. It's not. The main argument behind this is because the video was put out like 2 years ago, okay? That falls in line with the amount of time that David said it took to make the deal happen. Now, if you also look at their mouths, you see that they're mouthing the exact words. When you dub over a video, the lips don't match the audio. So although this was filmed like 2 years ago, it shows how long it takes to put this stuff together. Now, another thing I want to talk about here is it's quite obvious that they don't know what they're talking about. And honestly, that's fair. I mean, 2 years ago, VeVe was less established, especially brand-wise. And if you look at Jenny and Lisa when they're speaking, you can see that they're reading off a teleprompter. So what you're really seeing here is you're seeing the artist complete a task that was given to them by the agency, aka YG Entertainment. They've been booked in on this day to go to this studio by their manager, right? To go and film this video, and in the video, they're going to dedicate a 30-second clip to promoting the collectibles that are dropping on VeVe. Do they know anything about the collectibles? Probably not. Not nothing about them, but do they know much about VeVe? Probably not. Again, this is like 2 years ago. So I just wanted to share my overall thoughts on the video. I saw that comment going around, and no, it's not dubbed over, but absolutely incredible endorsement. Fantastic job on VeVe's part. They released the drop details. We know what the collectibles look like. We're also getting the light sticks, which are popular items to have at concerts in Asia. They're actually used to light up the crowd, bounce with the music, and they're seen as a safer and more respectful alternative to lighters. Now those, in combination with the stage that we're getting, makes me think about concerts. I'm like, how will concerts not happen at this point? We have a stage, we have lights for the audience to participate, and we have music. I mean, come on, it's just being fed to us at this point. All we need is the event coordinator to make it happen now. Now, in one of our recent episodes, we did actually bring up StudioCanal, and that was when we were looking at behind the scenes work of some of the collectibles on VeVe. One of the artists that we looked into worked for StudioCanal, and this was for the Rambo piece. So the company was mentioned there. It was also mentioned in an interview way back when with David and Dan, where David talks about certain IP they've already acquired. So I'm going to play that clip for you guys, and then we're going to talk more about it afterwards.
And to just give the audience some names here, because it is completely mad who you've got on board as content partners.
So I think almost every gaming movie studios with us, we have, obviously the Disney family is a quite big one. They cover from Lucasfilm, from the Marvels, the Pixar, the Disney, and the park experience. Then we have Sony, we have MGM,
Canal,
StudioCanal.
Yeah. I think it's about 2.
Universal, DC, Warner Brothers, Viacom, NBC, yeah, pretty much all your movie studio and gaming houses are now starting to come on. We have announced Capcom from Japan, Ubisoft. It's a big French conglomerate in the gaming space.
So who exactly is StudioCanal? And I know some of you guys are already eyeing that chicken run. When I came across that was a throwback for me. Oh my. Now, StudioCanal is the leading studio in Europe in production, distribution, and international sales of feature films and series. Each year, they invest nearly 300 million euros in the production and distribution of films. They produce about 80 films per year, and they hold the largest catalog in Europe with more than 9,000 titles from over 60 countries, covering more than 100 years of cinema history. Now, they're able to do this through their network, which includes 14 award-winning production companies in 9 European countries, as well as the US, and they're a 100% affiliate of the Canal Plus Group. Now, over on their website here, they do populate some stats. I do think we talked about some of these already, but breezing through them here. We got 14 production companies in Europe and the United States. Yep. 80 films produced, financed, and distributed each year. Yep. 9,000 titles, the largest catalog in Europe. Yep. We did not address this one. 1,000 films restored in 7 years, thanks to 20 million euros invested. Each year they invest over 300 million euros. And together they have 2,000 hours of TV series distributed worldwide each year. Now, we said StudioCanal is an affiliate of the Canal Plus Group. So who exactly are they? Well, they started out as a French TV channel, and they've turned into a global audiovisual group. They currently have 26.4 million subscribers in more than 50 countries, with 16.6 million outside of mainland France, and 7,600 employees across all continents. Now, it's the largest shareholder of MultiChoice, the leader in pay television in English and Portuguese-speaking Africa, and it's a subsidiary of Vivendi. For anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's pretty much a company who's controlled by a larger parent company. So there's certain rules or regulations enforced by that parent company that the subsidiary has to abide by. Now, when it comes to some stats for the Canal Plus Group, we got 26.4 million subs around the world in more than 50 countries, 6.06 billion euros of turnover in 2023, which was up 3.2% from the previous year. They invest 3.5 billion euros in content each year. They have 8.1 million subs in Africa, 1.2 million in the APAC region, and they earn 525 million before interest, taxes, and amortization in 2023. So StudioCanal is an affiliate of the Canal Plus Group. The Canal Plus Group is a subsidiary of Vivendi. Who exactly is Vivendi? They're a world-class leader in content, media, and communications, and it includes several leading companies such as the Canal Plus Group, Lagardère, Havas, Prisma Media, Gameloft, and more. They contribute to building more open, inclusive, and responsible societies, and they do this by supporting diverse and inventive creative works, promoting broader access to culture, education, and its industries. All in all, Vivendi works to increase awareness of 21st century challenges and opportunities, all while promoting French and European cultures. So how exactly is StudioCanal connected to VeVe? So we haven't really heard the name of Vivendi before, so I'm not really going to talk about them, but with regards to StudioCanal, there's two main things that I see here. One, we know that there's artists tied to StudioCanal that have done work for VeVe, and specifically the Rambo drop. And we found this out because I found some behind the scenes work of Rambo posted by the artist who promoted the fact that he worked for StudioCanal. Now, the other benefit that I see to this partnership is the access that VeVe can get to IP through StudioCanal. And in my opinion, this is likely how they acquired Rambo. StudioCanal has the licensing rights to Rambo, and the films are plastered all over their website. On there, you're also going to find other films that they've released in addition to Rambo. Another popular one is Terminator. So I'm not saying we're going to get Terminator, but I won't be surprised if Arnold's face pops up. Now, the studio talk does not stop in this episode because in one of our next ones, might not be the next, depending on announcements that happen this week, but I want to dive deeper into VeVe Studios because they're responsible for the BLACKPINK collectibles, and to me, that makes so much sense. And there's a lot starting to add up now. So if there's any questions you guys have or points you want me to cover in that episode, please let me know and I will try my best to address them all. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. We talked about StudioCanal, who is a 100% affiliate of the Canal Plus group. We then covered that company and learned that they're a subsidiary of Vivendi. We rounded the episode off talking about exactly who Vivendi is. Now on top of that, we also got some more merch coming out soon. Another nice little collection, this time inspired by a comic artist. And let's just say he's not old. I plan to drop the collection in the next week or so. So if you guys are interested, keep your eyes open. Announcement coming soon. But if you guys enjoy the content, make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below what you want to see in a future episode. And as for our next, I'll catch you then.